up, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. Today I have a very special guest. Hi.
Hi.
We have the amazing Jordan Hanz on my channel today.
I'm so excited.
Oh my god.
This has been a long time waiting. Come on.
Listen, now when I first saw her channel, I think it was like almost 2 years ago.
It was, yeah, a decent little chunk.
And I was just like, oh my god, like you guys know I love beauty makeup. I don't obviously specialize in special effects or like transformations or body paint, but I had to call in the best and I am obsessed with Jordan's channel. It's unreal. You guys have to check it out. Everything will be linked down below. But you know, we wanted to collab a few times and I'm like, okay, well, Suicide Squad is coming out. It's out now.
Yeah.
It's in theaters.
Yeah.
First of all, who's seen it? I am such a fan of Jared Leto.
Oh yeah. Your bone structure works so perfect for Jared Leto.
A lot of people are saying I kind of look like him.
Crazy.
From the movie, which is a good thing.
Oh yeah.
Some people are trying to use it as an insult. I'm like, bitch, Jared Leto is everything.
He is gorgeous. Are you kidding me?
He's very
get
gorgeous.
real. You know.
Me and him, we kind of know each other. We've met a few times, and I think that he is such an amazing actor. I mean, everything from Requiem for a Dream all the way to Dallas Buyers Club. He is so unreal. Besides having an amazing band. So,
oh yeah.
I mean, come on.
There's a lot. He's a very, complicated man with all his things.
Exactly.
He got a lot going on for him.
Exactly.
Hell yeah.
Now, when we saw that he was going to be the Joker, we were like, oh my god, that is so sick. So we wanted to recreate our version, and well, her version, and give us a little tea. It's a little different than the exact movie.
You know, when we talked about it, we wanted to do a Joker makeup together, obviously, and we wanted to kind of bring a little bit of a different feel to it, so we went with a little bit of a grungy kind of beauty look where there's a pop of silver on the eyelids and some lashes, unlike what he has, and then a little bit of some kind of dirt looking grunge and grime, because he's kind of a grimy character, so we had to add some of that in.
Yes, and I think it turned out so fucking dope. Now, whether you are a working artist or a beginner or just a fan of makeup, you are going to enjoy this transformation, and you're gonna learn a lot of tips and tricks. So grab a Red Bull and an edible and enjoy this video, guys. Mwah.
So right now, if you are going to be wearing this for Halloween or for a long period of time, you will want to prime your skin because it will hold this makeup for much longer. So you could either use any kind of primer that's your favorite. I have the NYX color correcting primer right now, but you can use whatever you prefer. So with the RCMA, we're gonna mix the lightest foundation shade and a little bit of white cream paint to get that perfect kind of Joker feel. Since we are doing the full face and we are going to be doing a little bit of the chest, you want to mix quite a bit together. It's not exactly stark white, it's kind of like a really light foundation tone. So we're just going to mix it together, and mixing it on the back of your hand with cream paints is for sure the best because the warmth of your skin will really meld the products together. A flat kabuki brush is great to blend it all together because it'll really get into the skin so that you have that nice full base. And since we're going to be covering the hair, get right up in that hairline. We'll cover it anyways, no big deal.
A lot of people forget the ears. Even
Oh
when
yeah.
They do like beauty makeup.
For
I'm
sure.
like, honey, your ears are like hot red and your face is like beat to the gods.
You gotta include your ear onto your neck a little bit, come
Always.
on. I'm leaving the eye area empty just because the Joker's eyes are very dark. They're pretty much 2 black circles, so you want to leave that empty of the white cream paint because there's really no reason to add on cream paint to just add on more makeup on top. So Jeffrey obviously doesn't really have eyebrows, which is an awesome trait, kind of like that. But if you do have eyebrows, you will need to cover them because the Joker doesn't, and so I already have this nice blank slate to work off of, but it'll be great if you do just cover your eyebrows first off.
And fun fact, Jared Leto did shave off his eyebrows for the movie.
Oh really?
He was
okay,
dedicated.
So Jeffrey already has some really intense cheekbones, but we want to intensify them even more because we are going for kind of a grungier Joker. We really want to intensify the cheekbones, around the nose, around the forehead, everywhere you would normally contour, just a little more intense. So with the Joker, you want to really bring down the contour near your mouth because that'll give a very masculine, kind of hollowed feel. A lot of the time you just contour straight, kind of like, to your mouth a little bit, but if you bring that down to your jawline, it'll really hollow out the face. I'm starting out with a little bit of a light brown that's a very cool toned because if you go too warm, it won't look like a natural shadow against this white. The jawline also needs to be really intense because he has a sharp ass jawline, really darken right underneath. You want to take in a lot of the brown shadow right into the temples, because this will again add even more of that hollowed effect. So you want to switch to a smaller brush just to start a little more of the definition in the Joker's features right around the eyes. These include the deeper furrowed brows, the kind of eye bags. I'm using the Makeup Geek Breakup Cool Porcelain Contour Powder. And this will start to be kind of your transition shade into the deep black of the eye. So you can put this right under into that brow bone. We want to intensify Jeffrey's features just to match Jared Leto's in the movie. And a great tip is to use your pinky just to stabilize your finger to get a nice even blend.
Like my grandma said in the war, you better blend.
If any of your work is a little patchy because we are working on cream paint, you can also take that foundation brush you used earlier just to really blend it out by adding a little bit more pigment on top. You would just want to start really darkening all of your contours with a little bit of black eyeshadow. You could even mix it with a very dark brown just to really blend it into the already transition shade you put down. Think of it again like a smoky eye. You have your lighter brown, and then as you really darken it, you add in that deeper shade. If the color is a little too dark, you can always take again that foundation brush that you used with the white and pat it right on top, and that'll lighten it and blend it right back in. Just like we did with the larger areas, you want to darken up, especially around the brow bones, because as you can see, the light, as it hits the top of the forehead, it would cast a shadow downwards into this area. So you really want to add a lot of darkness right into here. Anytime that we add shadow means that the skin is receding inwards. So always take your own face into account whenever you are creating character makeup, because character makeup always will look better if it fits your own face. The darker the portion that you put down basically means the deeper the wrinkle. So as the wrinkle on Jared Leto and the Joker would naturally go forward into the forehead, it would get a little lighter. So you always want to have this nice transition of dark right under here into lighter. I'm going to add just a little bit of color to the sides of the nose just to match the Joker. Moving on to the eyes, we want to really darken them up. They're just black hole circles with that bright blue popping out. So I'm using a NYX Black Bean Jumbo Pencil to completely cover the eye, top and bottom. This can be really messy because we are going to smoke this out anyways. This is just going to act as our base product. It's also good to start bringing in the black pencil to blend into these frown lines that we already have, just because that will really intensify this dark shadow that we have going on right here. To blend this black that we just put down right into these features, you want to switch back to your dark brown, just so it looks as realistic as possible to smoke it out. Now that the jumbo pencil is all blended out, you want to set it because it does pretty much act as a cream. It's a pencil, so if it's on the eyelid, you don't want it to crease. So I want to use a super black matte eyeshadow. I'm using the NYX Primal Color in Hot Black. This is definitely one of the darkest black eyeshadows you could use on the market. If you get a little bit of fallout, it's all good. So you can just roll with it, make it work, use your foundation brush, kind of blend it in. You know, this is a grungy Joker, so you just gotta kind of roll with the punches, make it work, right? So since we're doing a little bit more of a beauty look, we are going to add a little bit of glue and a little bit of silver pigment right into the center of the lid. The glue will make sure that it stays in put all day long.
And then for the glue, we use the Too Faced glitter glue with a little sugar pill tiara pigment on top, which is one of my favorite silvers.
So pigmented and so bright.
I can see it through my lids right now.
I pat it right in the middle of the lid, and to blend it out, you just want to lightly swipe it right into the black. You technically don't have to use glue when you put down this pigment, but just so that it doesn't move at all, it's always great to have that extra assurance. Adding just the tiniest bit of light pigment to the middle of the eyes always seems to open them up and brighten them. Now you just want to coat the lashes and a little bit of mascara with whichever favorite mascara you have, doing the top and bottom. Since it's a beauty look, we want to pop on some lashes.
And what are we going to use today?
These are New Bunsum Serengetis. These are nice and full, but they're not too full to hide the nice pop of silver underneath. Since we do have false lashes on, we want to hide that lash line just a little bit, so go ahead and add a little bit of black eyeshadow to blend that in. So out of the Makeup Forever Flash palette, I want to mix a tiny bit of brown cream paint onto my hand with a little bit of the foundation we used earlier. You're gonna mix that on the back of your hand because we want to add a little bit of a dirt effect around the cheekbones with a stippling sponge. Stippling sponges are great for adding texture to looks. So around the cheekbones, you just want to add a little bit of texture just to really bring in a little bit of dimension into the look. Just that these eyes are perfect little black holes, I use a little bit of Makeup Geek's Black Spectrum eyeliner to coat the waterline. And obviously, to get the perfect red Joker lip, we're going to be using Jeffree Star's Red Rum. If it does mix with the cream paint a little bit, it will turn obviously a little pink, so you can just layer that or clean it off beforehand. Your lines don't have to be perfect on all of your lips because we will be manipulating the shape a little bit to look like it was run down, smeared just a little bit. While the lipstick is still a little wet, you just want to start pulling it down just a little bit to smear it. I'm smearing a little bit more towards the bottom, so that's usually where lipstick tends to smear. You can even use your finger to start kind of dotting the color out a little bit so it really looks like the lipstick is super worn in. So using that black eyeliner, we're just going to draw in this little crack that he does have right by his eyebrow.
That's where I forgot to apply moisturizer this morning.
Damn, that one place,
that 1
man.
inch, honey.
Since it's super intense, again, take that kabuki brush and really lighten out right up to where it meets the forehead, just like we did earlier with the other little wrinkles. I love asymmetrical looks, so with just a little bit of black eyeshadow, let's add in just a little bit where it almost looks like this black eyeshadow started to run, kind of get really messy. You can dab it on however you see fit, and then even use your finger or your brush to blend it right into that cream. To start the tattoos, we want to switch to a little bit of body paint, and I'm using Mayron's black body paint just because this will stay in place and it's very easy to use to start drawing out what you want. When you are doing this on yourself, if you are, remember to always do it reverse because you are looking in a mirror. As I was looking at the J a little bit, I did realize that I needed to kind of clean it up a little bit, add a longer top of the J, and angular out the bottom. And we also want to clean up the side that I did include in. I want this to look kind of angular and fierce instead of more soft and curved. And then now for damage. Okay. A great way to start out is to kind of map out your starting point and your ending point with a little bit of eyeliner. You want to try to place it pretty much where he has it in the picture. It's decently high up near the hairline, and you want to just see generally about how long it would be. Now we're just going to take a little bit more of that cream paint and clean up our lines, just so they're nice and sharp. Just to bring it all together, add a little bit more of that stippling brown all around the perimeter of the face, on top of the damaged. For the signature chest tattoos, we're going to be using the same methods we used earlier, adding a little bit of cream paint and then using some body paints to draw out the tattoos. now we are going to do the hair. I am using a mix of, we grabbed some green hairspray that we're gonna put all over.
Come on, Walgreens.
And then just to add a little bit more dimension to the hair, because it is natural hair, I add a little bit of streaks of body paint just to finalize the look.
And my hair is fresh from the shower, air dry. It's really just like, and I had it in a clip the whole time, so excuse my hot mess of a hair with no product. So let's give it a whirl. Alright guys, this is the final look. I just have to say, I'm looking in the monitor, you fucking slayed me!
I'm so glad you like it. It was so much fun to do. Hell
I'm
yeah.
like, oh my god, I'm feeling really Jared Leto
nice
right
and
now.
grimy.
I'm
That
like,
those cheekbones and really feeling that. Hell yeah.
What was the biggest challenge of this look?
Honestly, probably the tattoos. I wanted the tattoos to look as realistic. Probably the damage, to be real.
Yeah.
That damage though, gotta get that perfect. And the cursive.
I haven't done cursive since 6th grade, so
Exactly.
I'm like, oh my god. But I think it looks really cool, and we kept a little bit of my pink hair in there for a little like grungy, just a little bit of element, since we do have some, you know, a little beauty and a little, what do you want to say, a little vanity in here. I just can't believe how fucking sick this looks. I am so excited.
I love it.
And thank you so much for coming out here.
Of
I'm
course.
obsessed.
Thank you for having me.
Yes.
I'm so happy. I love it.
If you don't already follow Jordan Hanz, then you better go down in the damn description box below, and we'll link her YouTube, Twitter, Instagram. You better get on there and follow it, because she does amazing artwork. It's unreal. And the good news is we're coming up to October and Halloween season. And you know what that means? It means that we're gonna have to collab a little bit more.
We're gonna do some sweet shit. Just you wait.
Now,
it's gonna get crazy.
It's gonna get crazy. Now, I've never really had like prosthetics on me or something like that next level. So if you guys want me to be transformed into the fucking highest level of makeup, let us know down
let
below.
us know. I want to know. Give us some suggestions. Come on, we can really like transform
Ooh.
Jeffrey crazy. Okay.
I'm down. So if you guys have any thoughts, then give us some ideas. But I'm ready. I'm ready to be transformed.
Let's do it.
Yes.
Let's fucking do it.
Well, as always, you guys, thank you so much for watching. This is so much fun. And of course, if you guys recreate this or do your own version, let us know. Like, tweet us the links. We want to watch it. And we'll see you on the next one.
Bye.
Look in the monitor and look at my ears.
Wiggle that shit. Can I wiggle them? I thought it was something with your jaw maybe, but nope, apparently not.
I can dislocate my jaw and take 7 dicks at once.